Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here, and I've got a really crucial report to share with you. And that is this: what does Russia know that you and I don't? Are they sending a message in their latest moves? But what are those latest moves? Well, according to a Russian news source, 40 million people are going to be conducting a drill and participate in training taking place October 4th through the 7th, where basically 40 million people are going to be heading to bunkers, underground areas. According to the Director of Emergency Situation, Ministry of Civil Defense Department, Sergei Marnov, training is going to be held the 4th to the 7th of October. It'll bring together 40 million people, more than 200,000 professional rescue units, about 50,000 units, the full force of the Russian emergencies ministries are utilized, including military units, Emercon rescue, emergency rescue units of parliamentary units, and the State Inspector for Small Boats, a division of the State Fire Service of Emercon of Russian aircraft. Interesting. 40 million, that's a lot, to conduct a drill. A drill, but what is it you're preparing for, Russia? What message is being sent? Let's not forget that most recently there was also a joint drill between China and Russia. According to the Zero Hedge report, they asked the same question: is there a message sent? China released stunning panoramic video of naval drills, and I will leave that video linked below. But the joint exercise took place on the South China Sea. 18 ships were involved, 21 aircraft, 250 personnel, and it took place September 12th through the 19th in the South China Sea. So not only do we have 40 million people conducting a drill in Russia, but we also had a joint drill with Russia and China. Is something underway? Well, let's not forget about this report that happened just moments ago. According to the news report you see on the screen, Putin signs decree suspending, and this is RT News, Putin signs decree suspending Russia-US deal on plutonium disposal over hostile US actions. Now, this was put out very recently, October 3rd, and it states, a decree signed by Russia's Vladimir Putin cites the radical change in the environment, a threat to strategic stability posed by the hostile actions of the U.S. against Russia, and the inability of the U.S. to deliver on obligations to dispose of excessive weapons, plutonium, under international treaties, as well as the need to take swift action to defend Russian security. Well, that is his justification for suspending the deal. Interesting. Plutonium, of all things. So here's what we have going down. We have Obama and the Obama administration provoking Russian powers, two nuclear powers, one provoking the other. We have joint drills between Russia and China. China has over a 2 million man army. Huge, very huge. And one of the biggest army, or the biggest army in the world. Not only that, but we have Russia doing internal exercises with over 40 million personnel heading to their bunkers. What's going down? Let's not forget about what Hillary's been doing lately and blaming everything on the Russians, provoking the Russian bear. That's what she's done. Who caused the DNC leaks? The Russians, according to Hillary, though me and you know that is not the case. Who's tipping off Donald Trump? The Russians! The Russians, the Russians, the Russians. That is Hillary's famed claim. She's blaming everything on the Russians, but not her, Obama as well. They're provoking the Russian bear. Why is the ultimate question. Good question. Now, let's not also forget about biblical prophecies from many people in the past. Dmitry Duderman, and many others have prophesied of a Russian invasion coming to American soil. Will that actually play out? Will we see some force in the near future? I pray not. I don't know about you, but I don't want to provoke another nuclear power. Maybe this is a ploy to, when the economy goes to crapper. We know the Deutsche Bank right now is failing, and that could have serious repercussions for us here in America on an already unstable economy. It's going to come loose at some point. We just don't know the exact time of its unravel. But I know that wars are provoked in order to stabilize economies. Could this be what Obama's doing, or is it a little deeper than that? Or is it globalist fighting against anyone who is against their New World Order? Anyone who is against their globalization, their unification of our schools, of our countries, of the world. They want to push not national sovereignty, but global New World Order with one tyrant to rule them all. Sounds a lot like the Antichrist of biblical prophecy. Anyhow, I wanted to bring you all of this so you guys are aware of the tensions right now that we are pushing against Russia and that Russia is preparing. And I leave you with this question. What are they preparing for? What do they know that we don't? Is the message being sent? Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and also check out my partners here. They help fund what I do. Please go to getthetea.com. He's got great, awesome health products that ignite, everything in the inside and kind of give you that reboost, revitalization. I love the Super Strength Tea. I love the Colostrum, and I love the Ali C. All great products, along with many other great things that he has there. Also, foodforliberty.com/haven. Please make sure you are stocked and ready with food. The Russians are preparing. They're stored and ready with food in their pantry. Many Russians are. And they even have bunkers down below. Make sure you are preparing yourself for further upheaval. We don't know which way our country could go. We don't know which way the world will go. The economy's on the brink. We're on the brink of World War III. We're on the brink of rising tensions with Russia. There's talk of an EMP. I did a report on that, and I'm praying highly against that. All these things are on the table. Please make sure you're stocked with food, water, emergency supplies. Again, I use Food for Liberty, but use anything. Thanks again for tuning in. Lisa Haven signing off.